I'm Sarah Knight, and welcome to It's Got Pockets, where just like finding the surprise pockets in your favourite trousers, I'm bringing you perfect pockets of joy and realness. Every week, I'm having unfiltered conversations with women who crack the feck on, even when life gets proper lifey. Women with experience, expertise and wisdom. Because sometimes the best stories start in the middle. Women who've been there, done that, and they're still figuring it out. Join me for real talk, useful tactics, and all the swears in between that make your life and business feel that bit more manageable. Well, hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to It's Got Pockets. This is your podcast. This is the podcast that I wanted to do to talk about the real stuff, the unfiltered stuff. The shit that is going on, the shit that we are shoveling every single day. And, where we place our fucks, where we give zero fucks, where all the fucketry begins. There we go. We're having a sweary day today, aren't we? This is a podcast for women who are running businesses, running homes, running the whole goddamn world. Holding the sky up is the phrase that I use all the time, whilst also maybe secretly wondering when someone's going to give them a goddamn minute to sit down and just take a breath. Well, here's the truth. The fact of the matter is you have to give yourself that permission to sit down, to breathe, to press pause, and to give yourself a little bit of time to you. So maybe just do it now while you're listening to me. Sit down, take a breath, breathe. The whole point of me doing this podcast is, apart from the fact it gives me all the joy and I bloody love it, and interviewing all the guests, is to talk about the stuff that we really need to talk about, maybe take the mask off to be a little bit more vulnerable. And that's what I'm going to be today, because these past couple of weeks have been really fucking tough for me. I'm in that sandwich generation. I'm in that collision of life where I'm starting to be all parenting the parents as well as still parenting the kidults. And it's been tough because my dad's not been very well. We're waiting for the results of tests. We're waiting for the results of things that are coming in and how they're going to play out. And you can only imagine where my brain gremlins have been going. It's bonkers where my brain gremlins have been going. So I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to talk about the stuff that we do as women when we're just used to holding every single thing together, holding the sky up. And what I'm doing at the moment, what I'm doing to survive and to thrive, is I'm giving 100% of what I can give at the moment, and that's enough. I'm giving 100% of what I can give. It's an absolute game changer, because I haven't got 100% of reserves in me at the moment, but I'm going to give 100% of what I can give. Because if you feel like you're stretched too thin, if you're running on fumes, if your usual fire has maybe fizzled out a little bit, lacking a little bit of mojo, wanting to rock in a corner of the room, then this is for you. This is me talking to you about how we actually cope, how we deal with it, so we're not fucking cruising to burnout at any given time at warp speed. We've all been sold a bit of a lie. And that lie is time bloody management. We've been told that if we just managed our time a bit better, we'd all be winning. We'd wake up earlier, we'd batch our work, we'd do that 5 a.m. club. Now, full disclosure, the only 5 a.m. club I'm prepared to be part of is the 5 a.m. club that involves me being at the airport before I get on a flight at 7 o'clock, before I'm due in an exotic destination with a glass of fizz. The rest of the 5 a.m. clubs can go and do one. We're told that if we organise our lives, we do organise our lives like it's a military operation, then maybe we'll finally feel on top of things. Mainly we'll finally feel a little bit different about how things are moving forward. But there's something in there that's not working, because actually time management is a crock of bloody shit. Because what is the actual core thing that we need to be doing? It's managing our energy. Time isn't the real currency. Energy is. Our energy is. Boosting our energy, charging our energy, supercharging our energy, and using our energy where we can have the most impact. The more we can understand where our energy is, the more effective we can be, the more impact that we can make, but also, really importantly, the kinder we are to ourselves. You can have a free afternoon and still be absolutely, completely bloody useless if your energy is shot. You can get absolutely nothing done. But give me a woman with 20 minutes and real energy behind her. And oh my word, can that Doris move mountains? It's not about time management. Repeat it after me. It is not about time management. It's about something way more powerful. Your energy leadership, protecting your fire, protecting your energy like the precious asset that it is. These past few weeks, I have not been firing on all cylinders. I've been low on reserves. I've been feeling the weight of the world, and I've still been showing up. But I've been showing up where I create the impact. And then I've been giving myself the time that I need to boost and charge my energy levels differently. This time, when I've been running low on reserves, I've been doing it differently. I've actually followed my own bloody advice. I mean, who knew that the stuff that I talk about, the stuff that I talk to the ladies in my care about, actually works when I follow it myself as well? I stopped pushing at all costs. I did something that goes against every single overachieving instinct in my body. I've kept energy back for me. And that means I've said no. It means I've told the family that I can't be fucking arse making tea. I'm quite happy with a cereal tea. If they want to make some tea, then they can crack on and make it themselves. Not holding the sky up for everybody at the moment. And that, as well as looking at what I need to do on my list, on my task list, and doing the stuff that I need to do, which obviously includes the stuff that pays my mortgage. That's about me honouring my inner edge. That's about me honouring my personal advantage. It's not fluff, it's our power source. Just like we plug our bloody phones into the chargers every single night, it's what we need to do with ourselves on a daily basis if we're going to thrive. Our inner edge isn't about doing more, it's not about pushing through, it's about knowing when not to push through. It's about choosing presence over performance. It's about choosing intentionality as opposed to reactionality. Is reactionality even a word? I'm not sure about that. But, I'm making it up. Let's make it up as we go along. It's about being intentional with the stuff that we're doing rather than just reacting to every single thing that comes our way. It's about saying to yourself, I could give more, but actually it's going to cost me more than I'm willing to pay. This is the shift from proving yourself to backing yourself. And the more we can back ourselves, the more we can stand firm in our energy systems, in our power, in our inner edge, that's when we find our fire. We can talk about how so many of us, and I bet this is half of you that are listening. In fact, stuff that, I bet it's the majority of you that is listening that go through life, are going through life, holding the bloody sky up, playing whack-a-mole with all the things that are cropping up at any single moment. On Monday, the daughter rang me and told me she'd run out of her anxiety medicine, which would make her anxious if she couldn't take her anxiety medicine. And could I just pop to the pharmacy to get it for her? Oh, I'm going all American, the chemist. Because I've nothing better to do in my day. I'm not running a business. I've not got shit to do. So, of course, then I went to the chemist to get a prescription, which turns out, of course, she'd not ordered the prescription. So then I went to the doctors to help her order the prescription so she could get it to the chemist so she'd get her anxiety medicine. This is all the stuff that we're doing, as well as leading in businesses, as well as running in businesses, as well as holding the sky up. These are the things that happen to us on a daily basis that can absolutely drain our energy levels like never before. We become the strong ones. We become the go-to ones. We become the ones that never, ever let the side down. But here's the truth. And this is the bit that I find quite hard. There's no medal for martyrdom. You're not going to get an Olympic gold for being a martyr to every single cause that comes your way, for doing the thing that every other fucker in your life needs you to do. There's no reward for being the most exhausted, the most burnt out woman in the room. And here's the truth that I had to sort of swallow a little bit. The world does not stop when you stop. I dropped the sky these last couple of weeks. And guess what? It's not fallen in. Well, some of it hasn't fallen in. I mean, everyone's obviously starving in my house because no one's had a proper dinner for 2 nights. and there's no washing, like the beds haven't been changed, because it turns out that when the kids put the washing into the washing basket, they also assume, age 19 and 22, that by the power of osmosis, it's also just going to magically then appear in the washing machine. And I haven't done it, not done the washing. Oh my God, you would be absolutely feeling a little bit worried about the level of laundry in my house right now. But do you know what? I don't have to hold everything every single day. I am allowed to pause. I have to give myself permission to pause. I am allowed to protect my energy. You are allowed to protect your energy. I am allowed to say, today, I'm not doing this. I'm rebuilding and recharging my reserves. And that's what I've done. And oh my God, do I feel better for it? I feel lighter for it. I'm more able to deal with everything that's going on, to look at things rationally. Most of the time, obviously not at 3 o'clock in the morning when you've got that perimenopause insomnia, because I can't solve everything, people. So how do you do it in real life? What is the actual things that we can do? Because you do know that I like to bring you a little bit of practicality as well as all this talk. What we need to do, what you need to do, is start mapping your energy, not just your time. So maybe ask yourself these questions. Where does your energy spike? Where do you feel good? Is it a time of day? Is it when you're doing something? When have you got your energy? But also then map what drains you really fast. Is it that question about what's for fucking tea every single night? That's like someone's taking everything out of me. I mean, it can't just be me. What gives me energy is it's been really nice weather this week and I've got some laundry on the line. I mean, I know I am fucking winning at adulting this week. I mean, if there's ever anything that tells you where your peak grown-upness, it's getting you washing on the line on a sunny day. And I have achieved that this week. I'm winning, people. But then also think about the people around you. Who gets the best out of you? And then maybe the question you need to ask yourself is, do they deserve it? Are you placing your energy in the right situations with the right people? What activities give you the fuel versus what activities are stealing your spark? Because when you start tracking this stuff, when you stop trying to be superhuman, what happens is you start actually being Wonder Woman, because you start actually nailing the shit that you want to nail. And then you get the joy out of it. Then you get the fulfillment out of it. And then that feeds the dopamine levels in your brain. And then you have more energy. When we start being strategic about our energy, everything shifts, because we stop wasting our energy on stuff that doesn't matter. And we start directing our real fire where it does matter. You don't need to give more. You just simply need to give to you, to give yourself a little bit of you back. So, this is my thought for you today. This week, if like me, you're not feeling at full capacity, you're not feeling it, you're feeling a bit... That's the sound effect for not feeling it. Maybe you just simply need to give yourself permission to understand that you're not at full capacity, because you can't be at 100% all the time. Maybe it's about looking at where you can direct your energy to create the impact that you want to create. And also, maybe it's about thinking about where you can conserve your energy. Where do you find some peace? And what can you do about finding that peace on a weekly, on a daily, on an hourly basis? Keep some of this back for you. That's not quitting. That's because you're becoming the kind of woman who doesn't burn out proving her worth. It's not about proving it. This is about how we find our peace, how we find our joy, how we find our purpose, how we find our fulfillment, how we find our 5 minutes, because that's how you find your fire. That's how you find her. And that's how you keep her. This is about boundaries. This is about knowing that your energy is your real power. And this is ultimately about me and you, who are fucking done with performing at the expense of our peace. So do yourself a little energy audit, map your energy. I do have an energy audit if you would like to do it. Drop me a message, get in touch with me, and I will send you my energy audit. I'll even send it to you for free. It'll help you map your energy, identify the drains and your boosts, and it will help you make smarter decisions on what you're doing with the most precious commodity you have, which is your energy. We can't magic up more time. The only time we have is now, but we can look at what we do with our energy. It's a really simple, really powerful way of looking at how we thrive. You don't need to earn your rest. You don't need to perform your joy. We simply need to protect our fire and lead from it. That's how we get our inner edge. That's how we nail our inner edge. And that's how we find our peace. So maybe the only thing you need to do right now is protect the asset. And this isn't a spy film, a spy podcast, because the asset is you. Take care of you. I will see you soon. Ta-ra. As we button up another episode of It's Got Pockets, remember that just like that perfect dress with hidden storage, you've got pockets of potential. You can be exactly who you are meant to be with no one getting in your way, not even yourself. Just remember, you're not done yet. That plan B or plan C might be waiting for you. If you've enjoyed this episode and would like to work with me, or simply want to connect, come and find me at sarahknightconsultancy.co.uk. On Instagram, I'm Ministry of Midlife, or on LinkedIn, you'll find me as Nighty S. See you next time.